Yes, thanks for staying with us on the Sports Show. Kimmy, I know you want to get to the questions, mate. Time to talk footy, not something you love, but we want to get to the Southern Footy League. Craig Warman, the Prez, joins us like always, mate. A great weekend last weekend for Diggers Round.
Yeah, Digger Day SA kicked off last Saturday, and mate, terrific day down at Flagstaff Hill. Put on a really good show. Huge amount of support, not only from the Flagstaff Hill people, but the opponents Noarlunga as well. So,
right, last year's grand finalists in it.
Yep.
A lot of the proceeds back to the RSL, mate. How much money was raised?
Yeah, about $6,000 was raised on the night at the after the game at the auction of the Guernseys, and of course they had the big one that sold for about $1,500 with the signatures of all the VC and military cross holders.
Fantastic.
From Australia and New Zealand.
All right, mate, let's have a talk about last week's rounds because there were a couple of upsets, a couple of big margins. So, but that's happening everywhere at the moment in footy.
You can't pick it.
Cannot. So, mate, Port Noarlunga, they flexed their muscles. They had a big win over Happy Valley.
Yeah.
Not surprised?
Not surprised.
Or the margin?
Well, not surprised in the fact that Port Noarlunga had the bye, but 2 weeks before that they played a trial game against Mount Compass and did pretty well. Happy Valley the week before played Flagstaff Hill. Pretty reasonable sort of game, but Flaggy's got him in the end. This particular game, Friday night game, first one for us under lights down at Port Noarlunga. Again, huge crowd. We probably had nearly 2,000 people down there at Port Noarlunga on the Friday night. Porties look good. I think they'll be a really big improvement, of course. We all know what happened to them at the end of last season. So there's that fire in the belly scenario that kick-started their season. So, no, they were very good.
Hey, Kimmy, under lights, you've done both, mate. Is it harder playing under lights?
Depends how good the lights are. I tell you, some grounds are horrible. You know, you're out, you can see it. Next minute you're in the dark and your eyes are trying to adjust. But yeah, no, it is. Some are horrible.
Tricky.
Yep.
All right, mate. Cove and Aldinga, likewise.
Yeah,
big
look,
result.
It is, and Cove, 2-0.
Yep.
Good start to them under new coach Brett Baldy. I picked them to be in the top four as well after finishing fifth last year, so they will improve.
All right, Christie's beat Ranella, probably the game of the round, only 16 points in it.
Yeah, and by all accounts from the people I've spoken to at that particular game, could have gone either way. Billy won't be happy because the black and white's got done, but it's only the second time Christie's have beaten Ranella at Ranella in the last 20-odd years, so it was a good result for Christie's.
Well, mate, in Flagstaff, they had an 11-goal win over Noarlunga. Again, a surprise by the margin.
Well, it was simply because start of the game it was 7-1 at quarter time, and it was a bit of a dogfight after that. But Flaggies came to play obviously in that first quarter, bounced out of the blocks, and 7-1. And the game was nearly proved it was done.
Hey, Kim, you're involved with Glenelg at the moment, and across the board, be it the Southern Footy League, be it the SANFL, be it the AFL, we're seeing big margins by teams winning by big margins. What do you reckon the reason is?
You know what? I reckon it's all to do with mindset. I know that obviously we had a great win against Norwood the week before last, the Eagles, and just the way they rocked up to train, the way it all happened, and it's mindset. We hadn't beaten the Eagles, I think, since 2012. And so that's actually stuck in their mind, and whether you call that psychological or not, but that's, I reckon, what's happening. People just sort of go into a game going, oh, you beauty, we got... it's just all mindset, you know, sports. Yeah. Yep. It's all played here. It's all played here.
And, well, Crow's a perfect example. Last weekend.
Correct.
Came to play, and it's about getting that continuity.
I reckon it's that, and also reckon it's the style of game. Everything's up-tempo now, so once it's up-tempo, the margins are going to be greater. Yeah. So, all right, let's have a look at this week, mate, round 3. Cove in first spot, Christie's Beach in second. This one should be a beauty. Yeah,
down at the Cove too, and Christie's don't have a very good record down there, so I'm going to tip the old Cobras to continue their winning streak and be 3-0.
All right, Flaggies sitting nicely in third spot. Morphett Vale in 8th. That's at Flaggies.
Yeah, I think Flaggies are going to be the side to beat during the season. Morphett Vale competitive against Cove in the first game. Had the bye last week to recoup, so to speak. But Flaggies at home, you'd probably stick with them.
All right, Port Noarlunga sitting in 4th spot, Noarlunga in 6th. Now, Noarlunga in the grand final last year. If they drop this one, you were talking off here, mate, they could be 0-3 to start the season.
0-3 to start the season. Not a good look for previous year's grand finalists, but and it's been played at Port Noarlunga too, so it's not a very happy hunting ground for Noarlunga. It's a bit like the old Albert and Oval scenario. Certainly home ground does play a big advantage down there. You get the shed day going down at Port Noarlunga, and mate, the old Porties boys, they get a bit
place is
fired up.
rocking. Okay.
How good are you with your ventriloquism? Just doing baby noises as you're talking. How good are you?
Sally Hunter's going to do this a little bit later in the show. Of course, she's just got a 4-month-old baby. So
How good are you?
Some of
I
us
think
could
it's
have suspected
crazy.
that was
Hi,
some of the teams that lost on the weekend were actually making that noise. But no, and we'll get Sally's baby. We might actually get the little fella on the show. That'd be great. Hey, Ranella in 5th, Happy Valley in 7th. It's at Ranella.
This will be a good game. Saw Happy Valley last week against Porties. Porties got him in the end with a really good last quarter. Happy Valley against Flaggies in the first round were competitive, so I'm suggesting that this will be a really good game. It's the tribe match of the day on the local radio, so we'll be down there covering that one. But I think Billy's Ranella might take the chocolates
I
there.
think Billy's boys want to bounce back, mate.
Well,
all air conditioners will be switched off.
Yeah.
No more air diffusion for the group if they lose, mate.
No, he's a really good bloke, Bill, and
He's a beauty, isn't he?
he's very staunch Ranella man, and I think they'll get up and have that. Of course, Aldinga get the bye this weekend.
Michael Doherty still playing for him? Was he
No,
retired?
Michael's retired. I think he's.
About time.
Oh, that'll get back.
Heavy
That'll
cost
get
is a
back.
harsh-
Hello, Michael. How are you?
Hey, Craig, always great to catch up, mate. It will be a ripping weekend of footy in the Southern Footy League. Get down there and support your team. Stay with us. Plenty to come on the show.